Hey everybody, my name is Calvin Thorborn and I am at InfoComm 2026. I am so grateful to be here and I'm here courtesy of HETMA, but I'm not alone. I'm here with my friend Marissa. We both came from Emory University at our respective schools of theology and medicine. And we also have a special guest, gentleman Miguel, representing DataVideo, which makes this podcast possible. So we're just going to, talk about InfoComm. And Miguel's been here tons of times, but we're going to start from Marissa. You know, what has this been for you? You know, just speak a little bit to the info. Yeah.
So as you said, we're able to be here due to HETMA, Higher Ed Technology
Management Alliance. Yep.
We were both Prism scholars, and they basically funded our trip, set us up with a mentor to help us get our CTS.
Yep.
And this is actually my first InfoComm ever. So being in higher ed for about 12 years and never having the chance to come here has been great. First time. It was a little overwhelming at first, but I think I'm getting the flow of it.
Yeah, I think you are.
Yeah.
There are tons of vendors, companies that we have already, like the Biamps of the world, and people that we've been working with, and we have their stuff in our schools. And then there's people that are introducing new things to us, like DataVideo.
Mm-hmm.
I was not familiar, but Miguel set up this beautiful podcast setup, and I don't know, there's no one running the cameras, y'all. This is automated switching, but I can't speak to this. So, ladies and gentlemen, Miguel will tell us, like, what goes into setting something like this up?
Yeah, so a desire to automate things and still have it feel like a typical production is pretty key. So a podcast is a great place to start because if someone's speaking, you want to see them. And if someone's not speaking, you don't necessarily need to see them, but it's nice to go to a wide shot and see and feel the room and where we're at. And so with that in mind, we want to feel like we're at a trade show here at InfoComm. But if we actually are out in the middle of the floor with people walking around is distracting, it's noisy. So we're here at our booth and we're on a green screen right now. And I took pictures of the Avixa Lounge, and I just went into Adobe Lightroom AI and took out the chairs and the podium. But you can essentially take your podcast anywhere with the green screen. But DataVideo has about 40 years of broadcast background, and so we're taking that into AV applications and doing something like this, where we're taking a green screen is like a broadcast post-production type thing. We're here doing it, and it feels great. It feels like we're right in the middle of the trade show, even though it could be boring just being in the booth, but this is more exciting.
No, we found it exciting. That's why we kept coming back here to check out this setup and say, hey, maybe we could do a podcast and talk about our experience.
And then so these mics are driving the production, and there's a USB audio mixer. It's by Tascam. We also support ones by Zoom and Rode. And the VoiceTrax 50 is DataVideo's camera and switcher controller that takes audio input to drive the production. And so it's telling the PDZ cameras to switch angles between you and I. We share a camera, and then you have your own camera because you're the host. And so you're in the host chair.
Right.
And the switcher will be told to switch to that camera. And all of this just comes up in the drop-down menu. And I'm a very hands-on production person.
Yeah.
And if I figured out how to use the UI, make a tutorial, anyone can do it.
Okay.
So
User-friendly.
it's very easy to use. And like you said, there's just no one is operating anything.
Yeah. No, I'm impressed with this setup. It just makes for a lot of small productions where we don't have someone to operate everything, like myself. And people can run podcasts and be in the podcast and just let it kind of run itself. How many pieces are involved? I mean, obviously we have 3 mics, but what's the minimum of DataVideo? Like, what is the brain that we need to purchase to make this happen? I guess that's what I'm really...
Sure, yeah. Well, you start with the VoiceTrax 50, which is going to replace your need to have a camera controller or a switcher control panel.
Okay.
And then we have the MU version, which is main unit version of our switchers. And so depending if you want to do HD or 4K, you get we have a switcher called the SE2600, and then there's SE4000. These are in HD and a 4K switcher.
Okay.
And then depending on what switcher you chose, you can choose PTZ cameras. It's cool because we can have one camera cover 2 or 3 positions. And so you could do this with a minimum of 2 cameras. You have one camera doing a wide. And even though you might not be switching positions, if we, say, needed to adjust our shots here, instead of physically moving the cameras, which frightens the heck out of me at a trade show or anywhere because I leveled them and they're fine.
Perfectly right.
You could go into the computer connected to the voice track. It's just through Google Chrome and a Ethernet cable, and you could adjust the cameras. And you can't adjust, like a mirrorless camera on a tripod.
Right.
However, if you had some cameras that you really love and you wanted to use them, you can use them too. You just have to have a dedicated camera for each angle that you want.
Right.
So it's a very flexible system. And then get your favorite USB audio mixer. Tascam owes me a lot of sponsorship money because I keep recommending them. But it honestly is the best option I can find because it's noise canceling this crazy trade show audio noisiness, and we're having a nice private conversation.
Yeah, no, this is excellent. I want to switch gears just a little bit so that we can also talk about how this is going to benefit our schools. Just being here at InfoComm, Marissa.
Yeah, this trade show has a whole bunch of technology pros like Miguel over here telling us all about it. And just higher ed overall, there's always a need for AV, updated AV.
Yes.
So it's been great.
Yes. Have you seen anything that, really shocked you or blew your mind, or it's probably too much to pick?
A lot of these LED walls.
Oh, yeah, the LED walls are nuts.
Yeah.
8K and ceiling high.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Every year they seem to get a foot taller.
Right.
And I don't know how they're doing it.
Yeah, I've seen roll-up ones, waterproof. Like in New York, they have the gates that close when the stores close. So I guess in theory they could fill the gate. Back in the day, I'm old. Back in the day, it was all graffiti, which was art on the gate. But now I guess they could put an LED wall on the gate. But anyway.
Have you seen the floor? It's like an LED wall, but you're walking on it.
Oh yeah.
Like you're in your own K-pop music video.
Yeah, exactly.
It's great. Yeah.
No. Didn't we play a soccer game on the?
Oh yeah.
They had the floor and they had a pathway, and then we had to run up to kick the ball on the digital. Yeah, it was pretty. We just saw a robot crash into the wall, but he got up on his own. Just all I'm saying. He fell and got up. Yeah.
That's great. And then the opposite end, there's a puppy adoption center. You can go play at puppies until 3 o'clock.
Yes, Marissa.
Yeah, we did see that. I haven't had a chance to buy it.
Yeah, I can see you in the bin there.
Fantastic.
Well, we're not going to take a lot more time, but this has been an incredible InfoComm. We thank you, Miguel, for letting us use your setup.
Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, no, this is incredible, and hopefully our schools can see the benefit of this, and we'll bring back a bunch of knowledge and tchotchkes and things like that. So thanks so much. Thanks, DataVideo, for sponsoring this podcast.
Thank you.